Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So, hello guys. First of all, happy Sunday. And this is a live stream for Sunday. So, this week's live stream. So, yep. I got a. Like I'm doing some sort of what you call like sharing the links and stuff. Okay. So maybe more people will join, but for some time. Okay. Hi, Swami Ganesh. Hello. Hello. I know you. And also, guys, like if you want to be part of this channel's community, like I'm not sure whether this is the link or not. So just a minute. I know it's for me, Ganesh. I know you. Yep. So this is the link here. So if you guys want to join the Discord server, it's not the old one. Okay, it got deleted. The old one got hacked for some reason. So if you want, you guys can join this Discord server, and we can chat here over like Discord, like cyber security stuff, like certifications, pen testing, bug bounty, whatnot, whatever it is. So you guys can discuss about that. So it is small communities you guys can join. Okay, and also if you want to be part of like if you want to follow me on my socials, so I'll leave the link for my Twitter. Okay, so you guys can follow me over the Twitter. So because Twitter is the only place where I'm active on right now, so you guys can connect me over there. Okay. And that being said, so this week's live stream, so we'll discuss about your suggestions or whatever it is. So tomorrow I'll be uploading a video on WordPress pen testing. Okay, so hi Dinesh Anna, hi, how are you? So, oops. So yeah. And also like the reason why I'm asking you to follow me on my Twitter is like because that's the only place I'm active on as of now. And also like I share some resources over there. Okay, so you can just browse over my Twitter account. So I've been sharing some free resources and also like some sort of like most related to pen testing. Okay, so you guys can follow me out there. Okay, so it would be like really good enough. And also, I'm going to give the OCP exam this April or mostly April. So I'll buy the voucher on April. So most probably by the end of 2023, I'll do this thing. Okay. So it took a lot of time for me because of the issue with the financials and stuff. But right now I'm free. So I can do that. Okay. So I'm going to do the OSCP. So the exams target are like for me to do the PNPT. So the PNPT is going to be done first. So if I successfully passed it, then I'll give you a walkthrough or like how and how to prepare and everything about that exam. If not, I'll try to revise back and try to pass at any cost. Okay, cause like it's like my goal was something like that. Okay, so I'm not much into these exams. Like I done the CH practical exam and I solved few captured the flags, but CTFs, but like the exam environment even I too don't know how it is, so I will get a good experience. And also the reason why I took the PNPT is because of it's what you call the active directory part. Okay, so active directory is like very important, so that's the reason I took that. Once I'm done with the PNPT, I'll go with the OSCP. And then once with the OSCP, so I think that is it. Like maybe by completing of OECB, maybe it maybe go till, like, we have 3 months voucher, right? So April, May, June, July, okay, and August or somewhere I'll give the exam. So in between, in the middle of what you call 2023, I'll try to complete this thing. Not in the middle, the second half. Okay, you can say the second half. So yep, like if you guys are even preparing for that as well, so you can like we can discuss over there. So I already have few people who are like what you say, like trying to write the exam at the same time. Like we are prepping for that stuff, uh, like what you say, something like that. So yep. Yep. Bro, can you give me a roadmap for the bug bounty? So, bug bounty, like, see, firstly, most of all, before getting into the bug bounty, I already made a video about that, but I'll give you a quick brief, okay? So, bug bounty is all about like finding the vulnerabilities in some websites. Okay, it can be in the websites, or it can be in the Web3 applications, or some sort of like crypto stuff or something like that. I'm not sure how good, what will be the future of this crypto, because like everyone were against the crypto, but like there also you can find the bug bounties. Okay, so on the Ethereum projects like Solidity and stuff like that, so you'll find the bug bounty project. So like you try to find a vulnerability, and what happens in the sense, like if it's a valid vulnerability, the company will reward you. It can be in the format of like a money, a voucher, or some sort of like hall of fame, or some sort of swag. So it is dependent, right? So how to start in the sense, like first understand how the web works, like how the website works, like how the basic, like what are the services that are involved, like how it's happening, like how once you send a request, like how it is going to that server, something like that. Okay, so yeah, that being said, so like then do lot of recon. So bug bounty is all about recon. Like most of the vulnerabilities that I found out are reported are like related to the recon itself. Like there is lot of recon stuff that people guys miss out. Okay, so recon is an important thing that you guys should focus on. And once you're done with the recon, so like I say, like stick with some sort of vulnerability. Like for example, you're learning me for example, you're learning XSS, so try to look for XSS vulnerabilities only, or something like that. Like it's dependent. Like I've seen people looking for like 2 to 3 type of vulnerabilities simultaneously. So I know some people, like they're really good at XSS. Okay, like cross-site scripting. Like there are some people who are really good at this business logic stuff, something like that. Okay, a best certain 300 PNPT or CRTP and PNPT. CRTP is also like Active Directory based only. PNPT is also Active Directory based, but I'm not sure. I'm writing the PNPT, and even I don't know about CRTP, bro. But for me, like I'm using this PNPT so that I can gain some good knowledge over this stuff, and then I'll do the OSCP. But your choice is done, because I don't know anything about the CRTP. Okay. Bro, I'm degree student. I need to do project related cybersecurity. Please tell me in cybersecurity related projects. Projects in the sense, like it should be some, make sure it's some sort of like unique. Okay, so like I can say as of now, like you can develop a tool. Okay, so for cybersecurity, like it may be a framework which does a lot of stuff. Like I'm not sure. Like you can do whatever you want. Like before doing that, so ask your mentor. Okay, for every project there is going to be some sort of a mentor. So more during my undergraduation, I learned this thing. Like it's not all about like how good you are. Like you should do the right thing, right? Like for example, you know the answer for like 20-mark question, but the question is not there. But that doesn't mean like you should write the 20-mark question, right? So that being said, like before doing anything, okay, so you can choose the, like try to take the suggestions from the mentors. Okay, like every project has some sort of a mentor, like some doctorate kind of guys, so you can ask from them. Okay, so they will be the good guys. Okay, like even I didn't develop any projects. Like I done internship. Okay, so I done projects, but those are like related to like coding, programming sort of stuff. Like I'm not the right guy to answer. Okay. And also, like tomorrow there is going to be a video on WordPress pen testing. Like once you find a WordPress website, like how should you proceed, or some sort of like what tools that you need to use, like how to proceed further. Okay, so I'm going to cover all those stuff in that video, so stay tuned to my channel. Okay, this is going to be a really good video. Like most of the pen tests, like most of the CTFs you see, like you find the WordPress. Not only the pen test, like WordPress is like most of the websites out there on internet are like related to WordPress. So like if you know how to pen test a WordPress website, it is going to be really benefit for you. Okay, so I'm going to cover all the tools, techniques, and whatnot. Okay, what everything that I can, and you guys can check that out. Okay, so it will be live on my channel, from not live in the sense like it will be on some sort of stuff like Flipper Zero. It's not available for me. I thought to buy it for my personal usage, but it's like way costly, and also like the delivery is not available when I seen that. But see, like I'm really interested in Flipper Zero. Okay, so like personally, like not for the video purpose, but I want to try it out personally. But it's the chance is less for me. Like it's not being delivered to my location. I don't know the reason. So maybe I should try some other stuff or thing like that. Okay. Internship at police station. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. But there is something like Gurugram internship. Like they almost like it's under the police department itself. So you can try that out. Okay, like it should be. It is something like fastest finger. Something there, right, in KBC or something like that. Like you should be quick enough to fill that form, and you should be really lucky enough. You know, like you should have like good skill and stuff like that, so that like people can they can like what you say, they can allow. Okay, Flipper Zero and some Hackfy stuff. I'm like I thought like I'm looking forward to buy. Okay, what you do after the API key? So I look after the API documentation. Okay, like like what I basically do is like I look after the API documentation. For example, there is an X API key I found it, so I look for the API documentation, and I'll see whether how can I use that uh, like how can I use that key. Like is there anything that I can do which is unauthorized? Like for example, you'll find a lot of API keys, but that doesn't mean every API key is like vulnerable or some sort of stuff like that. Okay, some are public. Okay, so you need to check for the exploitation part. Like you need to check there will be some sort of request you can use. Like API key is some sort of like an authentication. Okay, like you can I the name suggests, right, you got the authentication, right, you can do whatever you want. Like try to find how serious that API key is, like whether it is leaking some information or some stuff like that. It's expensive, yeah, but it's standard. We can't say anything, Rishi, about that. It's expensive. I agree that it's ridiculously expensive. It's like 1 lakh 20 or 30,000, I guess, for Indians, for in Indian price. But I guess it is worth it. Okay, but they should make some changes, I guess. Like the 24-hour time and all this stuff are like somewhat. I feel like outdated. Like it should resemble more like a real-time pen test. Okay, it's more than a more than like a CTF kind of stuff. So it should be like it's expensive, but it's like well renowned in the industry. Okay, so like if you want to switch to the pen testing side, like most managers look for this OICP certification. Okay, so that's the reason why many people do it, and also it's really pretty popular. Okay, so TCNL's list of OCP, like it's good, man. You can do that. Okay, it's based on hack the box, so you can do that. Like OSCP in the sense like it's some sort of similar to the OSCP. It's not like completely relevant to the OSCP. Okay, so it's some sort of relevant. Yeah, any more doubts or suggestions or some? I'm going to do some good videos, guys. Okay, so like related to the pen test stuff. Okay, so that's being said. So that's the reason why I'll be. What the cert you do you recommend before going? Like try to do some sort of practical, like whether it can be ECPPT, PNPT, or some sort of like CRTP. Try to do some sort of a practical certification. because like one of the person who done this OSCP, like he failed. He's like really good in he's talented. Like he passed in the second attempt. Like he told that he's not much familiar with that environment. Okay, so maybe that's a different thing. I think like try to get some sort of experience. Okay, like when you do some exams, right, you will get some sort of experience by the end of the day. Like before going OSC, because it's like pretty costly, right? So like even retake fee is like 150 or 200 USD, I guess. It's like costly enough. So yeah, and also they included this active directory. So like there are very few people. Okay, so there are few write-ups you can see on the internet regarding how new OSCP is like. Okay. So OSCP versus ECPPT, I'm not familiar, man. ECPPT is like relevant to somewhat similar to OSCP, PNPT, I guess. I don't know whether it can be comparable with the OSCP. Like, see, comparing exams in the sense like you should also compare like how well the certification is popular. Okay, like if you do the certification doesn't mean like it is really good enough. Okay, so like sometimes you may need a certification which is approved by many people. Okay, like OSCP is one of that certification. Like you can like this subject may be relevant, like even PNPT syllabus as well as OSCP syllabus is similar, but like the OSCP reach is like more. Okay, so like you can see many openings or jobs related to OSCP, but you cannot see much openings related to PNPT. So end of the day it's the thing. Okay. Currently, I got CH and CH practical. Like you can call me CH master, but that's not enough for me. So my goal is like to complete PNPT and OSCP this year, and next year I'll be looking for some other certifications, which is beyond OSCP. So yeah, as of now, these two are the main stuff for me as of now. So I'm doing preparation in the meantime from side by side. Like I'm managing my full time job as well as this thing. So yeah. And also like don't forget to join the Discord server, guys. So like if you like I know most of you guys might have not known that. Okay, like a previous Discord server got hacked for some reason. Uh but like I created a new Discord server. It is like pinned to the chat. You guys can like connect me over there. Okay, so like if you have any doubts or if you want to chat with me, like that's the only place I'm right now active on. Okay, like it's sort of a community kind of thing. Okay, you guys can connect me over there. Okay. How to exploit OpenSSH? Like, see, How to exploit, like I've seen less cases where you exploit the SSH. Okay, like most of the time how I exploit this SSH is like you need to check whether the software is vulnerable or not. Most of the times on my experience, I haven't seen this stuff which is like vulnerable. Okay, so basically what you can do is like you can do a brute force attack over SSH. Sometimes it may not be permitting because like they may be configuration where they may only allow connections from the set of public key or some sort of stuff like that. So mostly brute force will work. Okay. Yep. Investigation practical सीखना है please. Cyber crime investigation practical. Cyber crime investigation. Like you should. I'm not the right person for that. You can join some department. Okay, like you can work under some department or some sort of stuff like that. I'm not the right guy, to be honest. Okay. Like you can, if you know some connections in the police department, so you can connect with them. Like they are the good guys. Okay, I'm not the right person. Like I can tell you some cases like which are available on news and stuff, but those won't be sufficient for you. Okay, like real time, you need to dig deep into the department stuff. Okay, so that's a different thing. This channel is mostly about like we cover cyber crimes, but not much. Okay, it's limited. I made few videos on that, but pretty limited. How to pass PNPT exam? Even I too don't know, man. Once I pass it, I'll let you know. Okay. Even I haven't passed. If you want, you can choose it. But like, see, bug bounty is not like you may always not find the vulnerabilities. Okay, so full time career, I may not recommend you because like I may not recommend you. But if you want to choose it, like if you are like independent of like everything, like money and everything like that, so you can choose that. Okay, not sure. Method and checklist, like methodology is different for everyone, and checklist you can find so many checklists, like everyone has their own checklist. Like my checklist will be way different from what you may be expecting. So like those are the stuff like what I recommend is like I recommend you to look after them, okay, on your own personally. Okay, so like try to find them or try to create your own methodology and checklist. So that is what I recommend. Okay, so that makes like that gives you value for that. I don't know, man. Maybe it may allow it because PNPT is not a proctored exam. It's like a real-time pen test, right? So it may allow the Chat GPT. But what will the Chat GPT do? Like it will just give you a help, right? Hint sort of thing. But I'm not sure how it's going to help. OCP had disallowed it. I'm sure OCP disallowed, but PNPT like no, they I haven't heard any news about that. Maybe they too will ban it. I'm not sure. Maybe I can't say. It's like PNPT is more of like real time pen test. Like you can use any tool. Like PNPT, you don't have something like restrictions over some stuff like Metasploit and stuff. Like you can do whatever you want. Uh, like I cannot do that, Noor. Cause like I shouldn't disclose much information. But like what you basically do is like, to be honest, like I'll give you a quick glimpse. Like I sit in front of the computer. Okay, I do some sort of like company work, some sort of like my own personal work, some sort of like I have a business. Okay, with one of my friends. So one of my friend is a partner, so we do that. Like that is it. Like apps engineer. So application security is pretty simple. Like we install software and some stuff like that, so that we can prevent hackers from there. Then that's it. That's nothing more than that. It won't be much interesting. Like pen testing job is much interesting for me. I don't know, but that is why that is what I'm mostly interested on. Okay, so like AppSec engineer, like I'm really lucky enough to got into the cybersec domain, but like my goal is like to go to the pen testing side. So that is what I'm like really focused on. Right. So if I do the certifications and stuff like that, so the reason I'm doing is like I gain some experience and also I have a certifications, which will give me some sort of like a red carpet for me to this pen testing jobs. So a pen AppSec engineer is all about protection, man. Like he's not even a blue team sort of guy. So he installs softwares and some sort of like configurations. He do hardening and some sort of stuff like that. But pen tester is someone like who pokes everything with his knife. Okay, so he pokes everything with his knife and test whether they're secure or not. Like whether they're using vulnerable softwares, like whether this can be exploitable, information disclosure. Like that's a normal drill, right? So you find that out. That is why I'm interested in, pen tester is like a different thing. Like you don't know what to do. Like sometimes like what happens in the sense like uh in other domains you have everything in a written format, but in pen testing it's something different. Like there may be a new vulnerability coming at this point of time. As a pen tester you should learn about it and you should be able to check that out. Okay, like you should be able to exploit that out so that you can provide the security to a network or some sort of stuff like that. Okay, so that's the thing. Pen testing is like a way, like it's my dream. I want to be a pen tester one day. Maybe I'll start as next year. I'm guessing like I will be a junior pen tester role. Not sure. Okay, so only thing you need to do get some good pen testing job in cybersec is like you need to have a good certification as well as experience. Like even though if you have certifications, it is not enough. Like people are looking after this experience stuff. Like that's the thing. I'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to be pen tester. That's what I'm planning for. Pen tester versus bug hunter. Bug hunter is like individual, like mostly is an individual. Like he don't have any restrictions. He can work for any company. Like work in the sense like every company nowadays is having a bug bounty platform. So these bug hunters can work on them. Okay, but pen testing is more of like you may have your own company. Like you can have your clients and you can do a pen test, or some company may hire you so that you can be part of their pen testing team. So that's the thing. So it's the case is limited, but bug hunter is like different thing. Like you have like a lot of opportunities, but that's a different thing. Okay, like in bug bounty you mostly get access to something like outer external stuff, but pen tester most of the time you get access to the internal stuff, like internal networks and some stuff like that. So you get dig deep. Okay, you dig deep into the networks. Okay, when you're a pen tester. A bug hunter and pen tester, like there are a lot of similarities. Like pen tester also should know this web exploitation techniques. Even bug hunter should know that. So like if you want to be a good pen tester, you should also have some bug bounty skills. Okay, so that is what it matters. I graduated from KL University, so there is nothing much. I graduated this 2022 itself. Okay, so I graduated on 2022. That's it. Nothing much. So I done graduation in computer science engineering, and the specialization is cybersecurity. That's it. Nothing much. Nothing much interesting. Okay, not some crazy IITN or NITN or some stuff like that. I done uh, stuff from like normal university or normal college. End of the day, it's all everything matters is about the skill. So any more questions and stuff like that? So I'll be live for 10 more minutes, so you guys can carry out. Okay, can ask me. So I'll be live for some 10 more minutes. So let's figure it out. Okay, so the videos will be queued. Okay, so no need to worry. I'll make sure to be like every week at least one video, so related to the pen testing or bug bounty, whatever you can call. So I'm promising you that I'll upload a video at least a week, once a week. Okay, and one more thing, like I'll go live on like 7:30 p.m. or some stuff like that. Okay, so hello Mahesh. At like 7:30 to 8 p.m. So I don't know, but make sure you are like checking out me on my Discord or some sort of like Twitter or somewhere like that. So I'll update you regarding that. Okay. So mostly 7:30 to 8 p.m. So if I have like some sort of work, I'll start at like 7:30 p.m. If I feel like it's fine, like I'm free for stuff like that. So a WordPress admin panel. Tomorrow, that is the video I'm going to discuss, like how to exploit this WordPress. Like you can try to do a brute force attack. Okay, so most probably that may help you. Like once you get an access to that panel, right? So it is going to be like hell. You can do a lot of stuff. Okay, yeah, it's like future, like cybersecurity jobs. Like will have a lot of future. Like wherever you go, like you can compromise on everything, but you cannot compromise on security these days. Like you can see, like everyone knows how to use Kali and everyone knows how to use Metasploit, right? So there won't be any compromises on the cybersecurity job. Like they may be coming like few AIs and stuff, but like manual pen testing is something which is like manual stuff is like which has like more value. That is how it works. Future is definitely there. Okay, I don't know about the programmers cause like many AI are coming, but I'm not sure like how good they are. Like, but when I checked with that, right, like they are good at programming and stuff. Like sometimes they haven't answered some of my penetration testing sort of questions. But yeah, that being said, so it's it. Now, how can I make sure I'm correct when cybersecurity learning? Because I'm learning many courses about cybersecurity. See, cybersecurity is a domain. Like it's not about like learning cybersecurity. Like cybersecurity, there are a lot of domains. Like there is something like pretty simple red team and blue team. So blue team protection, like forensics, something like that. Okay, and red team in the sense like attacking. So you need to check which platform you're on and choose one thing which is good for you. Okay, learning cybersecurity is not like a simple thing. Okay, choose a domain and work on it. Okay, so like choose a domain which you're interested on. Like don't look for something which has more openings or some stuff like that. Like openings will come and go, something like that happens. But like skill and what you doing what you like is end of the day, right? uh, how AI will affect, like there are some jobs in cybersecurity which are like pretty simple, that even pretty simple. Okay, there are some, like, see, AI cannot replace everything. Okay, it can replace some sort of stuff, like for example, there are some roles where a person should run this vulnerability scanners like Nessus every day. So for that, for example, if you take it, like you can't say whether his role is useful or not, but like AI can easily replace him. Okay, so like there are few roles, okay, which AI can replace. Like I cannot say every role can be replaced by AI. I'm not sure about that, but there are few roles. Like 20 to 30%. It's like AI, if the chat GPT is on the next level, 20 to 30% of the jobs may be like, this is my prediction, I'm not sure, but 20 to 30% of the jobs may get affected. Not only cybersecurity, like in every domain. Okay, there are some jobs, right? Like previously, when I was a child, okay, like when I was a child and when I was in intermediate and some stuff like that. So there used to be a trend called as this data entry jobs. I know every one of you might remember that. Like there used to be data entry job. Like people used to be crazy. Like people used to think that the data entry jobs are like what you say, some sort of like software jobs sort of thing like that. But where are they now? Like they are, I can't, there are only few data entry jobs. Okay, like they get they get they get reduced. Okay, so that is how it happens. Like you can see, right, companies are laying off like something like they're laying off like pretty much, because like not because of AI, I can say because of the inflation and stuff like that. So companies are running in the losses right now. You can see the share market. If you follow the share market, not only Indian but also this US based, like you can see most of them are running in the losses. So the only way they can reduce the cost is like removing their employees. So that is how it happens. Okay, most of them, like there won't be much demand nowadays. Okay, like most of them, like they start for the job searching once again. Like the stuff will go on. Okay, and they'll get into a job and then something like that. So guys, that being said, like still we have 5 more minutes. So let's see where we can go. So you can ask your questions or whatever it is. So I'll be really really happy to answer. Okay, and also if you want, you guys can follow me. I can check out my Discord server. So you can check out my Discord server. So if you have any more doubts, if you missed the stream or anything like that, you can check out my Discord server. Yeah, yep, final Buddhas. Flipper Zero, like I too want to work on that, Pavan. Like as of now, I don't have access to that Flipper Zero, but I heard many good things about that. But I cannot say like if I say something about Flipper Zero right now, it will be something like a Wikipedia read out. Okay, but I want to experience that. I'm looking for many ways to buy that right now. So once I buy that, I'll definitely let you guys know. Okay, no worries. Like I'll definitely share the experience with you guys. But as of now, I'm not the right guy. Like I'm really interested in this Flipper Zero stuff. So it is mostly for RFID and some stuff like that. So mostly what the videos I seen are on like RFID. So you can exploit this RFID easily, right? Which path? Maybe pen testing side is best for you. Maybe, like I'm not sure. Like you need to figure it out. Okay, it's not all about figuring it out. So that's the end of the day. That is what it matters. Like try to see how it works, like how it happens, or some stuff like that. Like you can find a lot of videos on YouTube. So try to figure out like whether you're interested in some stuff or not. So it will be helpful for you. Like if you take something, right, you should work you should work about that with some kind of a commitment. Okay, like you'll find some difficulties, like you'll find something hardness. Okay, every domain is hard. There is nothing like this is easy and this is simple. Okay, so every domain is hard. CentOS on MacBook. I don't have MacBook, so I cannot make that, sorry. I'm against the Apple products, guys. Like against in the sense like it's like a restriction. Like I feel Apple products like a restricted stuff, like not the MacBooks, because MacBooks like you can install whatever you want, but iPhones and stuff, these are like restricted shit. So you can't do anything. Like I can install whatever ROM I want, whatever the custom ROM I want on my my Android phones, but I cannot do that on Apple, right? Stuff, and also the repairability and all these stuff are like pretty high. So I'm not much into this Apple products and stuff. Like even though if I have chance to buy an Apple product, I'll be going to buy something which is pretty premium in the Android segment itself. No Apple products. So can I get a job after doing CH? Like yes, you can get that. Okay. Like it depends on the various factors. Like you cannot say like you can definitely get it. Like if you are already working, so you are you have like good chance. But like if you are doing the CH for learning and like for the first time, I'm not sure. Okay, so it's dependent on the many factors. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not. It's not like API keys. Okay. How to get a fresher? First of all, you need to keep applying. First of all, there are less openings. Like there are less job companies which are coming right now for the cyber security domain. So you need to check for that. Okay. See, it's not like spoon feeding Mahesh Bharat. Okay. It's not about like the one the people show on is like like what you say. It's like a skill. You need to learn it as a skill. It may not always work on the real time. Okay. So you shouldn't look into it like that. You should learn about the skill. Okay. So that is what I'm going. It's going good, man, for me. So any more questions, guys? Cybersecurity dying as a there won't be any. It won't be dying, man. AI has been in the market for like much time, but its applications are limited. Okay, so some sectors in the cybersecurity domain may die in the sense like may get lost, but you can say everything will die. Okay, so, even I'm not sure. I should see how it like how it wages in the next some days. So we got the Chat GPT, right? So some sort of like Ultron kind of thing. It knows everything, right? So we need to check out. We need to check that out. Maybe I'm looking for some projects on a Chat GPT where it tries to, like what you say, tries to read out, right? Whatever the message that I give you, it is going to interpret and do some stuff like that. No, Termux, I'm not having anything, but yeah, Termux in the sense like I made a video on like how to install NetHunter. Okay, on Termux without any root or some stuff like that. But like, see, there won't be much difference. Okay, like whatever the tools that I'm showing on this Skylinex will work on that as well. So you can check that out. Channel named Unsubscribe. So I hope you don't unsubscribe my channel. Okay, so you can find a video on that. Okay, so how to install this NetHunter like without any root or stuff like that. So you can follow almost every video or every tool that I showcase on this channel there. Okay, so I know a few people like I take courses on, like as I told you, I have some different stuff as well that I do basically. So which is related in a regional language. So one of the person, like like he don't have a laptop, but he followed the whole course, the pen testing course, like on the mobile phone itself. So like he only followed the Termux. So Termux, you shouldn't take it lightly. Like it works absolutely fine. Like if you paid up with some sort of like a cheap tablet, right? You have like good tablets, tablet in the sense like Android tablet, not iPads. Okay, so iPads are also shit. Okay, so Android tablets, if you can pair it out, like if you can set this net hunter and stuff like that on that, then like if you can attach a small keyboard for that, like it is going to be a full blown what you say hacking machine. That that's how good this Termux is. I made a video on that. Okay, you can check that out. So, any more questions, guys? Like, Yeah, it is going to grow more. Like you can see, everyone is learning about how to exploit using Metasploit, right? Everyone. So there is high risk that this attackers number is going to be huge in the upcoming days. It is not going to die. Okay, so if there is an attacker, so there should be also some guy who should protect them, right? So cybersecurity will be good. Okay, so you can trust on that. Won't die. Just security until or unless not getting installed. Like you need to try changing with this. Maybe you're trying directly on the termux. But the one that I told you is like you install Kali Linux within the termux. Okay, so try to do that. Yeah, repository errors you'll get that. That's how it works. But try to follow the technique that I've shown you. That I made a video on that. Okay, like you can search for like NetHunter installation, Satvik and my name. You'll get a video on that. Like try to do that. Like maybe you'll definitely get the issue solved. Okay. So that being said, guys, like really thank you for joining the stream for today. So it's really wonderful that you guys joined. Okay, so really thank you guys for staying tuned for me tonight. So yeah, EJPT is a good certification. So like for certifications, like try to do the certifications which are like mostly practical based. Okay, it is what future is about. Okay, it's not all about the CH shit. Okay, because like you only get MCQ based questions, so it is shit. Like anyone can pass that, right? Anyone can pass it, but practical exams it is not like that. You need to put your work, you need to work there. So I give preference to the practical exam. So and I recommend for you guys to do that as well. Okay, so practical exams any day, it's win-win situation. Okay, so that being said, guys, really thank you for staying tuned with me tonight, and we'll meet again on the next Sunday at like 7:30 p.m. or 8 p.m. IST. Okay, so if you want to know about that, so you can join my Discord server as well as you can follow me on my Twitter. So that being said, so this is Satvik signing off. I'll meet you in the next video. Happy Sunday. Good night. Take care. Thank you.